Hi, it's Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. I've got my guest. Everything's unscripted, and I'm ready to go. Let's see. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Nice to have you all with me. Who's my first guest? Hey, how are you? Vicky? Vicky can't hear me.
I can hear you now.
Hi, honey. How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. Everything shaking up there?
I was driving, so I didn't feel any earthquakes, but
okay. Pacific Northwest, right? Nevada, right. Reno or so?
Yep. Reno.
Yeah,
Nevada.
nice to see you. I've been there many times. Reno is fun. All the casinos, Reno's fun. Thanks so much for the super chats and the super stickers. They help support the channel, of course. Thanks very much for that. Hi, so tell me what you got and how you doing.
Okay. So
I can't see it. I can't see it. Hold it up. I can't see it. Oh, I like that. Okay, here's what I like. I like the aspect of the image. I like that. I like, of course, the animal. I like, of course, the frame. I like a little bit about the condition. I sort of like the way that it has the darkness against the contrast. In art history, that's called chiaroscuro, when something light comes out of the darkness. It's not a full chiaroscuro. I'll talk about that in another video, but that's a nice piece. Can I see the back? Yes. Where did you get it? How much did you pay?
I got it at a thrift store. Actually, got 2 of them, and I paid $2 a piece.
Okay, can I see the back?
Yeah, it does have the artist Jan Kitchen.
Okay.
From Alaska.
Okay, let's see. All right. What's horrible about this, and I'm holding my head, is it's all been cut. So it was a much bigger piece. It's been cut, and then somebody stuck a board up against it. So originally it was probably on, of course, a stretcher, but then they had to cut it because they probably wanted to fit it into the frame. That's not a great thing. Kitchen's relatively well known. Big pieces, big scale pieces usually sell anywhere in the $500 to $650 range. Yours in that condition, probably worth about $300 with the frame. Thank you, doll.
Thank you.
Nice to see you. That's great. So a couple things that she knew. She knew the artist. She knew, of course, where the artist was from. She got it at a thrift store. She didn't pay too much for it. She got 2. But when a painting is cut down like that and just sort of hacked up, and then they don't restretch it, they just shove a piece of board in it, you know, she's going to have a little bit of conservation work done there to get it on a stretcher. It won't be too expensive, but you want it to have it re-stretched. That will also stop all that buckling. But nice piece, pretty nice piece. I like it. I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. Hi, how are you?
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Kissimmee, Florida.
Kissimmee, Florida, which is near Walt Disney World, right?
Yes, it is. Yes, I'm right.
Okay, now can you go horizontal for me, hon?
I'm not
so
sure
your screen may be locked. Your screen may be locked. It's gonna be hard.
Locked. Yeah.
Okay. So can you unlock the screen and then we'll try to get back to you?
Okay, I will.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. You gotta go. Oh no, you gotta go. Sorry, but we'll get it right. Well, hopefully we'll be able to put her back in. Yes, these are expert answers to all your questions. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you doing?
Hello, good. How are you doing?
I'm good. What's your first name?
Sarah.
Where are you calling from, Sarah?
From Minneapolis.
How'd you acquire this, Sarah? Sarah, you look like a little angel sitting there. You've got your little artwork behind you. And wonderful. So pretty. So tell me a little bit of how'd you acquire this?
On Goodwill.
Norman Rockwell, and it looks like a big portfolio. Oh, the
so it's the Four Seasons, 1956.
In pretty good shape from the Goodwill, huh? Is there any water damage? Usually prints have water damage, so I got to be aware of water damage. No?
Yeah, these don't.
Great.
They're kind of big.
Can you hold it up? I'm sorry, you might have to hold it in front of you. There you go. Your camera person's doing great. Very nice.
My laptop.
Very nice. Okay, well, so you're automatic camera person.
Yeah.
How many? There's 4 of them, right?
Yeah. Yep.
4 seasons or before, right?
It's all before listed here.
Okay. Portfolio like that. Is there a date on the portfolio and all of them are in the same condition?
They are all in the same condition. The date on the front is 1956.
Okay.
They're all marked AP.
Okay. So they're all marked artist proof. Mm-hmm. You have the good portfolio, 1956. He dies in 78. So you see a lot of those actually coming back onto the market in the late 1970s. That set's going to be worth about $350 to $500 for the set of 4 with the portfolio cover. So you have to have all of it together. Some people would say if you're going to resell them, frame them up and then try to resell them individually. You can make a little bit more money, probably $75 more each if you do it that way. But for a reselling tip, I would say, sell it. If you want to sell it quickly, then you want to sell it all together in the portfolio without them being framed. Let the next guy figure out what they want to do for framing. But there are a lot of people who would say, oh, no, I want to frame them up because I want to make that extra money. What are you thinking about doing with them? And where did you get them? The thrift store, the Goodwill, right?
Yeah, Goodwill online, the online auction for $50.
Okay, very good,
So,
very good.
Yeah.
I think you did
I
well.
think I may just keep them myself. I might frame them and put them up.
I think they are nice. They're large scale, which is what a lot of people look for Norman Rockwell. And of course, a great view of Americana. Thanks so much. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Take care. Nice pieces, a lot of things. Great pieces to get, of course, at the Goodwill, the Salvation Army, Habitat for Humanity, St. Vincent de Paul thrift stores, you name it. All those charity thrift stores have great things too. I like little thrift stores as much as I like big thrift stores. I like you to look everywhere. Flea markets, yard sales, antique shops. There's great stuff everywhere. The dumpster is not a bad place either. I'm Dr. Lori, the PhD Antiques Appraiser. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live, where I take your questions. Your questions can be in the comments section if you're too camera shy. And my guests, of course, are showing me their objects, what they found thrifting and such. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How are you doing?
I'm good.
Good. What? I surprised you? You're waiting for me, right?
Yeah.
The camera's not horizontal, honey. You have to put the cameras horizontal. There you go. Thank you. Where are you calling from? What's your name? Now your finger's in front of the camera lens.
Okay. I can't help it.
I know. What's your name?
Angela.
Hi, Angela. Where are you calling from, hon?
Chesterfield, Michigan.
What are you trying to show me?
I have this picture.
Okay, put it in front of the camera.
Oh, can you see it?
I can see it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's nice.
He's from Jazz F. Murray. I think he's from Connecticut or Massachusetts.
Did you say? Well, you know what? Let's talk a little bit about this.
Okay.
First of all, let me see the image. Let's see the image. We've seen you. You're beautiful. We know. Okay, you've got the turquoise glasses and your bun on the top of your head. I get it. So basically, go down a little. Shoot down on. There you go. And back up. Back up. There we go. Because you got a little reflection. And downward, please. There it is. We're trying to get the can. There it is. Perfect. Try not to move. That little tiny shack, if you will, is a famous image from the Gloucester or Cape Ann, Massachusetts School of Artists, and it's called Motif One. And it's pretty popular with artists like Emil Grupa and others. You can read more about them on my website at drloriv.com. All kinds of research information and selling tips at drloriv.com, so get there. And that particular piece is, of course, a pen and ink drawing in that same type. Value on that piece. How'd you get that piece?
Okay, so I used to buy storage units.
Okay, did you buy it? Did you get it in a storage unit?
Yes.
Okay, and how much did you pay?
Well, for everything, it was about $250, but after I sold everything, probably a quarter.
So probably a couple bucks you paid for that if you kind of like drill it down. Value on that piece, just about $75 in the frame. Good for you. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too, and thank you.
Hi, darling. I don't know about putting all the hair right on the top of your head. I don't know. It's not a look for me, but she looked good. And turquoise is the color, I guess, for the eyeglasses. I have a lot of eyeglasses, and I do have a lot of different frames. They're all kind of the same shape, but all different colors. I don't wear my glasses a lot. I don't even have any here. I wear them usually just for, because I always have contacts in. Anyway, you don't care about my glasses. Do I have another guest? Let's see. I'm Dr. Lori. Selling tips, thrifting tips. I'll share with you the secrets that I've learned over decades and decades of course, working this way. How do you tell a real painting from a serigraph? Serigraphs, I talk about this at length in a video. So go to the videos and use the binge link and learn about that, because I talk about all different types of how to tell links, how to tell in those binge links in all these videos. But a serigraph, you usually see an overlapping of the colors from the screen print or the serigraph, also known as a silk screen print. They're the same type of thing. Painting, you usually will see actual brush strokes. Sometimes you'll see the varnish, which is on top of the painting. I talk about it on the channel. And I talk about it because I'm the only one who can teach you what to look for. Everybody can show you, oh, look, I saw this. Oh, look, I bought that. I'm going to teach you what to look for and how to identify it. Overlapping colors, blue over green over red, is usually a telltale sign of a serigraph, but I teach it to you using the loop, right? using the loop, of course, right here on the channel. So watch those videos. I missed that question. I'm sorry. I was talking. I wasn't reading. Help me, Dr. Lori. Help me, Dr. Lori. I have a picture with rolled glass. No one can identify. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm not no one. I'm the expert. I got to say it, Martha. So you want to show it to me? You can send a picture to the website, of course, drloriv.com, and I'll be happy to take a look. You can send photos all the time. My next guest. Hi, how are you?
Oh, wow. Hi.
Oh, wow. Hi. I like
Nice
your
to meet
earrings.
you.
I like your earrings. Are those flowers or butterflies?
They're flowers.
I like those. Those are cool. What's your name? Where are you calling from? My earrings are small today.
Oh, those are nice.
You see mine? Mine are little hoops.
Yeah.
What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Shirley, and I'm calling from California.
Hi, Shirley.
Sorry.
Nice to see you, sweetie.
Nice
So
to
how
see
can I
you.
help you today, Miss Earring?
I found this little cup here at the Salvation Army.
Didn't you
I
now?
haven't been able to find anything in regards to it. And it has like little faces here and a little.
Oh, and it's got that. Okay.
Here.
Yep. Is there a mark on the bottom?
No mark.
No mark on the bottom. It's a tripod. So there are 3 feet. So a tripod, right?
Mhm.
It's got that handle, and then you can pour out of each side.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yeah.
So sometimes recognized as wedding or for couples or a ceremonial cup. Typically, it relates back to Asia. That one looks like porcelain. It looks like a very high quality porcelain. I don't think it's all that old. I think the form is old. The form dates back to the ancient world, but the piece itself, I've got it. So the form dates back to the ancient world, but the piece itself, in fact, probably dates to the early years of the 1900s. Value, how much did you pay for it? Did you get it at a thrift store?
I bought 2, and it was $9.99.
What made you buy it?
It was unique. And
Okay, so different, rare, unusual is why you bought it, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then did you say, wow, that ceramic is really good, high quality? Because you can see that in the color. The color of ceramic will teach you a lot. I talk about it on the channel. Look for the color. So very, very bright, very nicely done. No chips, no inclusions, no abrasions, scratches, nothing wrong with it, right?
Nope.
Value on it about $75 as it sits. Nice.
Awesome. Thank you.
Great, Shirley. Nice to meet you. I like the earrings.
Nice to meet you. Thank you.
Take care. And earrings and other kinds of jewelry are always a good investment too, as well as high quality pieces. I always talk to you about quality pieces, what to look for. I want you to look for quality in ceramics. You know, I've got a piece of Balik here, right? A nice piece of Balik, quality in ceramics. So you want to look for that. You want to look for a nice mark if you have one. And if there isn't a mark, don't discount it. Oh, there's no mark, Dr. Lori. That's not a bad thing. Remember, a lot of pieces are not automatically marked. So I'm taking your calls, of course, and your questions. Oh, I love you so much. I love you so much. And your girls too. Nice to see all of you. One of the best bakers in the world. Let me tell you, you need a cake. She's your girl. So nice to see Sanem and, of course, Ralph and friends from, of course, Switzerland. I love my international pals. So we've traveled the world together. Lovely, lovely. Thank you so much. Thanks for checking in. Thanks for your super chats and your super stickers. That tells me that the channel is helping all of you. So it's nice to see all of you. Yeah. Who loves you, baby? Who loves you, baby? Does an antique New Haven clock still have value if it stopped working? Yes, a New Haven clock always has value. My parents met as teenagers at the New Haven clock shop. So to me, they always have value. But yes, a non-working clock, all kidding, all, of course, family information aside, a non-working mantle clock like those were made by the New Haven clock shop, the Seth Thomas, the Ansonia clock shop, and such. All of those, in fact, will have value even if they're not working, because you can get them to work. And I talk about those and other clocks, and I know I've done some clock videos right here on the channel. So that's wonderful. Yeah, hang on to it. Make sure that you keep the case intact. If you have the key, hold on to the key, put it in a safe place. Usually with the clock is a good idea. But yeah, my parents were teenagers at the New Haven clock shop, you know, when kids went to work, you know, way back. So thanks very much for that question, which made me have a nice memory of them. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. How are you doing?
I'm doing great.
Hi, honey. Where are you calling from?
I'm calling from Niceville, Florida.
So you're calling from Florida, and what's your first name?
Gretchen.
Hi, Gretchen. What would you like to show me today?
I have what I believe is a Salvador Dali, but I've looked at
Salvador
on your
Dali,
website
okay.
and other websites. But there's a lot of fakes, or he pre-signed them and then they printed them or whatever. This has artist proof on it.
Okay. That particular piece is a Salvador Dali, and if you want authentication and information about, of course, particular pieces, or if you're thinking, I need to take a look, there's a couple of different things I want to talk to you about with respect to Salvador Dalis and print in general. If you don't know what all of those symbols mean, all those marks mean about print, my website, drloriv.com, go to the research pages and look for prints. Also, right on this channel, I talk a lot about prints. What types of prints? Are they monotypes like the ones behind me? Are they lithographs? Are they etchings, engravings? AP means artist proof. That means that during the print run at some time, the artist went in and he pulled off one of the pieces to proof. So this particular one, it did not necessarily have to be at the beginning of the print run. It could have been anywhere in the print run. He walks into the printer's shop and he says, I'm pulling this one off to see how good the print process is going. That's what you have there. The signature also looks to be authentic and value on the Salvador Dali, and it's a mature career piece. Just what we expect from Salvador Dali. He made a lot of prints. Yes, many people have talked about, of course, reproductions and other, of course, fakes for Salvador Dali and many other artists. Prints are easy to fake. Value on that piece, $800. That's a nice piece. How did you acquire it?
At an estate sale.
And how much did you pay?
I think between 35 and 40 bucks.
Did you negotiate, or did you just say, oh, I thought it was Salvador Dali and I want it?
Actually, I bundled it with another couple paintings that she had. And I'd say by then, yeah, I probably got it for about 25% less.
Okay, so you did very well. So
one
you
and
knew
another one.
you knew what you were looking for. Did the AP help you? Did you know what AP was?
It did, but I wasn't really sure. I kept thinking, well, maybe
So you
it was
took
one of
it.
the ones
So you
somebody
took a
got on
you took a
cruise.
chance. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah, I did take a chance. Yeah.
So you took a chance. Okay. So you took a good chance, but that was a good bet, even though you had read probably about, of course, a lot of the fakes and forgeries for many artists, not only Dali. When you become famous, people try to, of course, copy you. I know that by, design. Anyway, nice to see you, Gretchen. Thanks so much. That's a good deal. She did very well at the estate sale. And don't forget, when you're at those estate sales, be polite, see whether or not that's their best offer. You might want to come back, or you might want to bundle it together, right, to buy more pieces. Usually at estate sales like those, one good piece is usually followed by other good pieces. So if you find a honeypot, as they say, you might want to, of course, experience as many pieces and try to bundle as many pieces as you can. So she did very well on that. Do the COAs in the back of Dali prints have any value? People like COAs. Of course, COAs are only as good as the paper they're written on. A lot of times you see those COAs and they're signed by some illegible person or the seller. So remember, experts don't always look at COAs. And if the COA, of course, is not there, then what good is it? So a lot of people do that. Hello from Italy. Hello from Italy. Nice to see Italy. I love Italy very much. Is the Dr. Lurie hat still available for purchase? Thank you so much for teaching us. There are lots of merchandise that you asked for that are available for purchase right here. You can see it on the channel at the store, and you can go and you can get a Dr. Lurie t-shirt or Dr. Lurie mug, or of course other items, tote bags and stuff. So go and shop, and you can do that right there. That helps support the channel. And you can also shop for things like, if you love shopping, which I love shopping, if you need a loop, or if you need, of course, a diamond tester or other treasure hunting tools, that's on my specials and shop page. And yes, I get a small compensation for that. If you do a purchase, yes, part of that is a compensation that comes to the channel. But basically, the specials and shop page, you can get your recommended items. And there are lots of recommended items that people are saying, oh, I need a storage box, or I need the right kind of storage paper, or I need a shipping piece, or I need things that relate to what I'm doing in collecting or selling. It's all on the specials and shop page. Go through there and look through all the items that I've recommended personally. So they're there. My next guest.
Hi, Dr. Lurie. I'm so excited to talk to you.
Hi, sweetheart. What's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Ruth. I'm from New Jersey.
Hi, Ruth. It's nice to see you.
Hi, my daughter and I have been binge watching. She loves your show too.
Tell her thank you. I'm sorry she can't be on with me.
I know.
Please tell her thank you.
I will.
very much.
She'll
How
be-
old is she?
She's 9.
Oh, 9. That's
She's going to be
great.
so excited to see this. She always says, "When's Dr. Lori on?"
I'm sending her kisses. What's her name?
Thank you so much, Naomi.
Hey, Naomi. Oh, well, tell her I'm sending her kisses.
I
Anyway,
will.
tell me about you and tell me what's happening in New Jersey. What have you got for me? Something good? Send me something good.
I don't know, but I got these.
Up a little. There you go. Great. Oh, you got.
Great.
Oh, I like that. Be careful. Be careful. Is it attached?
Yes, it's a gravy
Okay,
boat.
Wait, one thing at a
Okay.
time. Show me the underside of that, and let's talk about what that is, because you just called it a gravy boat. It's not. It's Haviland.
Yeah,
There you
it's right
go.
down there.
Beautiful. So, where did you get it? How much did you pay? What made you buy it?
I got this, and there's 9 of these little plates. I
Okay.
believe they're butter pats.
Butter pats. That's right.
So matching butter pats. I
Now,
got 'em
my
at-
one sister drinks all kinds of tea. She loves tea. She's a tea drinker, and we had tea growing up all the time.
Oh,
We had
tea
that
bag.
New England tea. You know, she would use that for a tea bag.
That is a great idea. I
Yeah,
love
so
that.
that's what some people do that, but that could stain the plate. So you want to be careful of that. It would take a long time for it to get stained. But those are called butter pats. But let's go back to that first piece that you showed me, because I want to talk a little bit about that. Okay, first of all, 22 karat gold banding. It says that it's Limoges. The decoration around the rim is stenciled on, right? So they put a stencil and then they put the gilding. Then they go back and they hand paint those. Now, notice those 2 spouts. Those 2 spouts make this a sauce boat. Okay, so sauce boats are different, okay, than gravy boats. You could put gravy in it. You know, the gravy's not going to explode or anything.
Right.
Put gravy in it, okay. But it's a sauce boat, because when you have those 2, the idea is you put that in the center of the table, and there's one ladle on one side, one ladle on the other side, and then you can get the sauces. Sauces like béarnaise, sauces like bordelaise, those kinds of sauces for meats usually, not gravy like we think of Thanksgiving, because that usually is something that has a handle on one side. That helps us date the piece a little bit more easily. 1895 to about 1905, because that style is popular for a short amount of time. Then what we start to have are elongated sauce boats, okay, without a handle. So now you know the difference between a sauce boat and a gravy boat.
Right.
Gravy boat usually has a handle. The other thing is you have an attached underplate, which is more quality and more money when they're producing it. So that's a quality or an elite issue. So people say, well, what do you mean? Well, it takes more money, more materials, more expertise to make that underplate attached. So when you see the attached underplate, I want you all to think, oh, I can charge more when I'm reselling it. Value on that piece right there, $65 for that one piece.
Now there is a little chip on it.
Okay.
Oh, I washed it and some water just came out.
Okay.
Where is it? Right there.
Okay, there's a chip there on the underplate.
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a pretty significant chip because it's gone into the gold. If that had happened somewhere else or somewhere relatively nondescript, it's better that it's there than on the actual rim of the sauce boat. Then I'd probably be around $60 for that.
$60 and sell it with the
I would now the butter
pats?
pats I would probably sell separately, because you don't think of butter with the sauce boat. I put the sauce boat, then I put the butter pats. You have 12 butter pats?
9.
9 butter pats. 8 butter pats are what you're going to sell.
8.
And then the 9th one, you can either say, okay, well, I have a 9th one if you want it as a courtesy, maybe to one. It's a selling tip. You could do it or not. The other thing that, because 8 is, okay, it's a service for 8. When people say, oh, I don't have 12, when you say I have 9, everybody thinks, oh, she doesn't have 12.
Right.
She doesn't have 10, she only has 9. So in the United States, at least, when we are collecting these types of things, it's better to have 8 or 12 rather than confuse the issue with 9. And then you could be a nice person and say, well, I sold the 8 at a particular value. I'll throw in the 9th one. A lot of people do that. Yeah. That's up to you what you want to do. I would not sell them together. I would not sell the sauce boat and the butter pats together. Thanks so much. Nice to see you and love you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. Bye. So, yeah, fun. So she found them, of course, for a little bit at a thrift store, and she did pretty well. You know, that's a nice piece. And Lori's here. Thank you very much, Lori, for your super chat and super stickers. When you do that, you're showing me that what we're doing on the channel is what you're looking for. I had video calls yesterday, and I was asking folks, so what do you like about the channel? You're excited to see me. You're happy. You're calling me for a video chat, and they're telling me some of the reasons. One gentleman said, I like the way you actually lead us down and you teach us as you're doing the appraisal. I like that you're not just automatically just telling us everything. You're actually letting us figure it out too. Somebody else said to me about the channel that they really like the speed with which we go through the appraisals and also talk about what to look for. One woman said to me, Dr. Lori, it's what to look for. That's what I like. When you show me what to look for, how to tell, and how to value it. So look there and we'll find more. This is Ask Dr. Lori Live. I'm Dr. Lori. Hi.
Hi, Dr. Lori.
Hi, what's your name? Where are you calling from?
My name is Kathy, and I'm calling from northeastern, I don't know where I am, northeastern Fort Wayne.
So you're in Fort Wayne, Indiana?
Well, I'm northeast, I should say northwestern Indiana. There, I get it right.
Okay, so you're in Indiana somewhere. As long as you know where you are. All right. Okay. Tell me,
That might be doubtful.
What have you got, hon? How did you acquire it?
How I acquired it was part of my mother's estate, and I still have it. She died 20 years ago, and I still have it. It is, let me go the right way. Here we go. Okay, let me do this. It is a set of, and if I'm not wrong, these are cultured pearls. And they're on silver, right?
Does it say sterling on the clasp? What does it say on the clasp?
It says sterling.
How is it an 8-inch bracelet? Is it a 7-inch bracelet?
Bracelet, I didn't measure. I'm naughty. I didn't measure that, but I measured the necklace which comes with it, which it
No. It's one. You're doing the bracelet. Stick to the bracelet. Back to the bracelet.
Okay.
Confusing the issue. I mean, I'm not that young anymore. Don't confuse me. So it's 8 inches for the bracelet, 7 inches for the bracelet?
8.
8 inches for the bracelet. Okay. And does it say sterling on the clasp?
Yes. Well, it says silver.
It says silver. It doesn't say sterling. It says silver. Okay. So the clasp, when it says silver, that doesn't necessarily mean that it meets the sterling standard, 925 parts per 1,000. Usually if it says silver, that means that it's 800 parts per 1,000 or a different amount of silver on it. Value on that piece did your parents get this in the United States? Did your mother get this in the United States, or was it brought back from World War II, Japan or something?
Well, my guess it was purchased in Honolulu, but I have this. I don't know if you can see it.
I can't see it. What does that say?
It says Art Pearl Shell Works, Sanyo Jewelry, and it also says it's Japanese. It's got a Japanese address.
Yeah, okay. So I think those particular pieces are indeed cultured pearls, and value for the cultured pearl bracelet, about $750. Thanks very much. Nice to see you.
Thank you.
Good surprise it looked like.
Oh, yeah.
So nice pieces from Mom's estate. Remember, if you have family heirlooms, I want you to talk to your kids and your grandkids about them. Automatically, you're all saying, oh, no, I was interviewed recently for a Wall Street Journal article, and it was all about nobody wants anything. And I keep telling these reporters, mainly, I keep telling them, you don't understand. All the kids, all the grandkids want it. A lot of the time, your adult children are not interested in some of your antiques, but only want certain pieces. So have the conversation. Sit down at the kitchen table and have the conversation. I'm sorry, maybe I missed a question. So thank you for your questions. Thank you for being with me. It's good to see all of you. I missed that question. And here's my next guest. Hi, I'm Dr. Lori. How you doing?
Good. How are you?
Good. Where are you? What's your first name?
My name is Amra, and I'm in Spokane, Washington.
Hi, Amra. What's happening in that kitchen? Look at all the stuff on your refrigerator. So what is all that? Is it like artwork from the little kids and they went to camp, and what's happening?
Pictures of relatives, that kind of thing,
nice.
magnets.
That's nice. Oh, you make them into magnets? You know what I did once? I did the thing where you make them into coasters. You take all the little kids' pictures and you make them into coasters. I don't have kids, but the little kids in the family, it's fun. Yeah. Then they all have their own coasters, and then they're not like putting all those rings on all your tables when they come to visit. I don't invite visitors a lot, but it's good to have coasters around. So that's a nice idea. You make them into magnets. That's fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, good. So what have you got to show me, hun?
Let's see.
In front of your face will work. There it is. So it's a little tiny trinket dish with a hand-painted pansy. I guess that's a pansy. I'm not that good at flowers. I don't always know all the names. What's the back look like? Is it marked?
Yeah, it's marked D and C France.
DNC France, DNC, very well-known Limoges pottery. So it doesn't say L for Limoges, it just says DNC France. That indicates that that particular Limoges, France-based potter. Now, Limoges is, of course, one of the best places for the quality of the clay that they'll use in ceramics. And how big is that plate? Is that plate like, is that dish like 5 inches?
It's about the size of a soap dish.
Okay,
So,
in inches, if you don't mind.
Yes.
You know. All right, let's say 5 or 6 inches. And I would say hand painted, it's early 1900s, probably circa 1925. And I would say value on, how'd you acquire it?
I bought it at the thrift store for $1.
What thrift store?
It was a Goodwill.
Okay, so it was a Goodwill thrift store. Where was it? Was it just sitting around? Did somebody not recognize that DNC was Limoges?
Yeah, I find Limoges all the time at the thrift store, surprisingly.
Yeah, well, people
so they
don't
just
always,
have it
people
sitting
don't
with the
always
dishes.
And this one isn't just with the dishes, it was. And the other thing is, well, we just saw a Limoges piece too. So this one isn't marked Limoges, so that one's a little bit harder. But oftentimes when you see that line, it just says France and certain makers. I'm recognizing the maker, but basically that one's Limoges. The other way to tell, and I teach you this on the channel, what to look for. Turn that over. Turn that piece over for me. Look at the color of the clay. There you go. Bright white, and it is glazed on this side. It's glazed on the underside as well. Will oftentimes be a characteristic of Limoges. Thanks very much. That piece is worth 40 bucks. Good for you.
Wow, thank you.
Yeah, nice. So 40 times her investment is what she's making. And many of you are making money. Why? You're watching this channel. You're learning what to look for. And you're using my reselling tips and my years of experience to flip it for top dollar. I'm Dr. Lori. Thanks for being with me. I'll see you next time.